me earlier this evening. We thought that it would be a great way to help one another deal with pain. It was odd that in such a small school there were so many sudden losses, but it was also nice to not be alone in the grieving process. When we first met, we didn't know each other at all, but once we shared a few funny moments, we got used to each other. We took turns bringing in photos and anything else that reminded us of the people we had lost. We shared many funny memories and even ended up creating a few of our own. One of our favorite memories was when we were eating pineapple in the teacher's lounge after school one day during our meeting, which is why Mrs. Rock provided me with a pineapple today. I had gone to eat a really big piece, not anticipating how big it was, and it fell right out of my mouth onto the floor mid-chew. That part alone was funny, but later on, another teacher had walked in and asked for some. We just nodded and continued talking, and before we could react, he had taken that one piece of mushed pineapple that we pushed off to the side of the plate, and he ate it as he walked out the door. We had no idea what to do or if we should even tell him. We still haven't. At this point, we don't even think he would remember because it was so long ago, but we still laugh about it today all the time. Now, eating pineapple at our meetings has become a tradition. Through the good and the bad, we were always there to support one another. Even though we had different things going on in our lives, we could always relate to one another. We never felt like the odd man out. We always understood one another. We may not have always been able to put words to our feelings, but then again, we didn't have to. We knew what each other meant even before we said it. We even had the opportunity to leave a chapel one day and to talk about what we had been through. For people who have never lost someone, it can be hard to know how to react. So we mostly shared things that were helpful, but also things that weren't. We got all kinds of positive feedback from that. People really seemed to enjoy what we had to say, and I hope that everyone there was able to take some piece of advice from it. Any other time, when I wasn't with them, and I was having a bad day, I would pray for guidance, and for someone to talk to. It always felt like no matter what the circumstances, whenever I had asked for someone, God would provide many. I called my youth leader, Bobby Renzi, one day while my mom was sick. All I did was say one word, Bobby, and the next thing I knew, she had walked, or possibly even ran, from the church and showed up at my front door to give me a hug. Just as a side note, for anyone who does not know where I live, the church is basically in my backyard, so it wasn't far or anything, but the point was that she was always willing to drop every